1-1 here at the Emirates. Point gained or 2 points dropped? Who are you thinking today?
I think it's a point gained. The reason I say this is we could have easily lost that game. They could have easily lost this game, the game as well. I think they had an offside goal that was, called wrongly. I mean, it would be difficult for anyone. You only need the machine to actually, the replays actually tell you that was an offside.
It was close.
Yeah, it was a difficult one. So you can't really blame the linesman for that. But for me, I think we were lucky there because, if that goal had stood, maybe we'll have been able to come back because we, had a good comeback from Lacazette. Or maybe they will have buried us. I don't know. In terms of the general, scheme, if you look at the general scheme of things, I think we played better than them. They lost a lot of balls in the midfield. We capitalized on that. Shaka particularly, so many times that, they lost the ball. He was able to give those long through passes that were going towards Ozil. Ozil was giving the flick. I think there was one he gave to Aubameyang. There was one he gave to Ozil. Two times he gave to Ozil. Ozil gave the flick to Lacazette, the Lacazette chance. There was another one that he gave to, Aubameyang. There was another one he gave to Aubameyang. Aubameyang gave to Kolasinac. So there were so many times that he actually did so well today. And I think kudos to him because he's someone that always gets a stick from everyone, including myself. Because, we have to be honest about what we see from him and all that. But I felt today we really stepped up to the plate. Today's first half performance was the best first half performance from Arsenal this whole season. Because we all know that our, first half performance has been awful right from day one. But today, we really, really did very well in the first half.
Do you think so? Because you say that, but there was a few chances. Virgil van Dijk in particular, I can remember he hit the post, and also had a good chance when Leno made a good save as well. So there was times in that first half where we could have conceded a goal. We weren't maybe switching on, especially from the set pieces.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but that doesn't still mean we didn't perform well. Now, why do I say this? Liverpool will cause you problems no matter who you are, and they've shown that this season. So when I say we played well, it doesn't mean I'm saying that Liverpool is not going to create those dangerous passes or those dangerous situations like they did. They did, and that's what you have the goalkeeper there for. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. And you have the post and the bar. It's part of the football game, isn't it? So as far as I'm concerned, I felt that it was a game of two very well drilled teams today. I think among all the 11 players in the Arsenal side, the only person that didn't really have that high energy level was Mkhitaryan. He wasn't really there. And the likes of Fabiano from Liverpool's side was kind of off today. Perhaps it was a bit jittery. Though sometimes I expected him to open his body wide to move forward the ball. Maybe because of lack of confidence, he didn't have the confidence to turn. He played it back. Those are the little things I actually saw from Liverpool guys. But Mane for me was the best player amongst the front three in Liverpool. And because he was making those energetic runs like it was on a Duracell battery, he was no, seriously, like, watch. I mean, don't get me wrong, even Salah, there were a couple of 3 times trickery and all that I gave some balls over the top that actually really, really, almost wanted to cause damage for us. But I felt amongst everyone there, Firmino didn't have a good game. Mane, for me, was one and he was the one that even led to the goal that they scored against us. Because he made that run, he made that, Robertson to give him that pass, and before you knew it, he gave that cross, and, which lured Leno to actually, make that haul out. It wasn't really his fault, it was a deflection of holding. But general scheme of things, I'm really happy because we've actually proven to the world that, we're not that pushover that people think we are. And that's one of the positives I'm going to take from today's game. But Liverpool, Man City are still the favourites.
You don't think Arsenal are title contenders after today?
It's too early to say that. It's too early. We're still in the rebuilding phase. But one thing I love about Emre is the fact that, today he was on the touchline. You could see he was telling them exactly what he wanted them to do. Take, for instance, I don't know if you can remember, there was a corner kick routine. I can't remember the year I ever saw that under Wenger's regime. Maybe during the times of Henry that you could see. That was something, an imprint of a coach, something trained. Do you understand what I mean?
Now, free kicks as well, both of them, there's always something. It's not just a put in the box, there's always something.
There's always something, and you can see the imprint of the coach there. You can see that there's a saying that the team is a person shows the mirror image of a coach. I don't know if that saying fits well. So basically, the way a team plays is a reflection of the person that is actually leading them, and you can see that there's that passion injected. Even Mustafi, that I don't really rate highly from a technical point of view, from when you look at the way he plays, he's quite rash and everything. Today he actually stepped up, and you could see that this guy has told them that, look, bros, we're playing Liverpool. What you did in Crystal Palace is a no-no for today's game. You have to put in that work. And he was standing the whole match, shouting. Kolasinac tackled Ozil. He was like, he was so happy. I was like, what's going on here? So, to cut long story short, I'm really happy and I'm proud to be an Arsenal fan today. Yeah.
One more question. Aubameyang, he goes under the radar a bit in terms of the big games. Is he a man for the smaller games where he comes and he can open things up? So there's a lot of space for him to run a bit of pace. He's gone, I think, 6 games against the big team, not scored a goal yet. And he came off obviously early, and Iwobi came on, and you could arguably say Iwobi had a better game than him because he impacted the game. Got the assist for Lacazette's goal. Is he like a flat track bully? Is any play well against the smaller teams?
I don't think that's the reason why he's not playing well. Under Wenger, under Unai Emery, there's one thing in common when it comes to Aubameyang. He's played out of position. It's as simple as that. And he's still scoring goals. All his time, what made us to know Aubameyang was as a number 9. Not as someone coming from the wing like a Thierry Henry. As far as I'm concerned, he's done a good job to be playing from a wing he's not very used to, and he's still bringing goals. He's still the highest goal scorer in Arsenal. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's a coincidence that those big games, he's not playing well in that position. That is not his natural position. He's a goal poacher. And believe you me, when they made that change, he was not happy, and I understand why he's not happy. Before, they brought in, was it Welbeck?
Iwobi, Ramsey, and Welbeck.
Yeah. So they took Aubameyang out, brought Ramsey in, right? That moment, before they brought in Iwobi, that moment, you could see that there was no one attacking that ball within the middle. There was no one within the middle until maybe when later on they brought Iwobi in, he was able to bring some sort of trickery and injection of pace and intent, and then the game kind of changed. So for me, it's all down to the fact that he's playing out of position. Unfortunately, you have Lacazette. So unless he changes the formation to maybe 4-4-2. That's
what I was gonna say. Because we need to see Aubameyang. I agree. I think he's definitely better at number 9. But it even needs to be that they play 4-4-2, or maybe that he actually comes off the bench and maybe goes up top, because it feels like if that's his best position and he's not doing well out wide, maybe that should be a thing. Only one of them should start. I don't know, or change the system.
That's the thing. Right now, we all know that they have a good relationship. The two players, they've got this bromance going on, and they understand each other. They're looking for each other on the pitch. Yeah. For me, I'm not a coach, but I think the reason he's still sticking with this formation is because it's working for him. Do you know what I mean? And it's just one thing about coaches. If something is, and it's common sense, if something is working for you, sometimes you just stick to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, everyone wants to see that 4-4-2 formation. Yeah, you want to see, the 2 guys up front because they have that bromance, and maybe you export more goals than they have. And to be honest, they're still doing well as far as I'm concerned. But I think he just wants to keep this structure because Aubameyang still tries to help the defense a bit. Mkhitaryan didn't do that today. You understand? And in the kind of modern game football that we need, you need everybody that is playing on that wing to actually help it behind. So I think maybe he's scared that, okay, if he has 2 strikers, in his mind, or in the coach's mind, if he has 2 strikers, they won't be bothered to be going back anymore. That means you now have one man short of the defensive players that you need at the back. So there are different permutations to these things and different ways you can actually say it. And there are different explanations from different people. But my perspective, I think it's because he's been played out of position. He's not playing a position that is his favorite position. And as far as I'm concerned, he's doing all right. Simple as that.
So it's ended here. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1 at the Emirates. Arsenal snatch a late draw with a Lacazette curled finish in the corner to save Arsenal's blushes. And after James Milner opened the scoring for Liverpool, Liverpool fans maybe felt that they deserved 3 points today with the Mane goal ruled out for offside. Arsenal fans, they'll definitely take a point from today as Lacazette came back to get the point. Make sure you check out all of our other videos here, and we'll see you soon.